Hey everybody, welcome back. The last video I talked about, I was going to do a review, talk about my Massimo T-Boss 550 that I purchased at Tractor Supply. I bought it in 2023, last November, and it's been a pretty good unit. I've had a few issues with it, nothing serious, and they were really major, more good than bad. For the price that I paid for it, I was kind of curious to wondering how long it was going to last, or some of the reviews that I had online before I bought mine were not so good, but I took a chance and I bought it, and I've been pretty happy with it the whole time. Like I said, there's been a couple issues. We'll talk about those, but all in all, I think I would buy it again. It is right there, T-Boss 550. It's about 496 cc's. Wide open on a level road. I'll get 38 miles an hour, 39 miles an hour out of it. Going up a hill, it's gutless. So for me, I live in the mountains. I can legally run it around town. I have it registered for the street, but it's gutless. I can't get up and down hills. I'll get there, but I'm not going to win any races. But I bought it primarily to be a hunting rig and to go in the woods. My sons and I, we take it off in the woods. We go up trails, we scout, we look for things. It's perfect for that. And in low gear, four-wheel drive, I can creep up and down these pretty nasty trails all day long. I live in the mountains. Trails are rough. Everything is bumpy, rocky, rutted out. A lot of them are undeveloped trails, unmaintained roads. It does fine. No issues at all. It's got plenty of clearance. I've only bottomed out a couple times. It's got some rock slider deals on the sides here, and I've used them, so it keeps rocks from hitting me. There are skid plates underneath. One's a pretty solid skid plate. The rest of them are plastic, and they've all already cracked. The interior, it's pretty basic for a side-by-side. It's got a tilting steering wheel, parking brake, four-wheel drive selectors. You've got a display above the steering wheel that tells you your miles per hour or kilometers, if that's what you want. It's got your RPMs, parking brake indicator, your high beam indicator. If it's in neutral, it'll tell you what gear it's in, engine temp, fuel. All of that stuff is displayed on here. It also comes with this touchscreen monitor deal that tells you the exact same thing over here. This also has GPS in it, so you can look at where you are in case you're lost in the woods, I guess, or looking for a restaurant or whatever you're trying to find. So it's got that. It has some forward and rear facing cameras. Not really sure why you need a forward facing camera when you can look out and see that, or you can look behind you and see that. So the kids like it. They think it's like watching TV going down the road, so I guess it's good. Comes with two cup holders and a little cell phone holder, as long as you don't have somebody in the middle. If this is folded up and someone's in the middle, you're going to hold your drinks between your legs and hope you don't hit bumps, because they'll spill all over you. Under the seat, there is a storage bin. Anything that you put in that storage bin is going to get dusty. It's going to get wet. My storage bin had a stick go through the bottom of it, so it's good for items that you don't care about getting dusty or wet. It has a cool little camo wrap on it, but in just a couple months the sun has faded it to make it look more like an Arctic camo. And I don't keep mine in the sun. I keep it under a cover, but it's still faded. Got a 2-inch receiver down here. You can put a ball to haul trailers around, or I just have a tow hook on it just in case, since I don't have a winch. The bed has a hydraulic assist dump on it. Everything on this guy has been loose, so all the bolts on it I've had to retighten. I've lost the pivot bolts on the bed. By chance, I went to open the bed and discovered that there was nothing really holding the bed on anymore, so I had to rebolt that. Everything rattles, everything squeaks. I had to go through and tape things and put lubricating spray over some of the hinges, but that's small. For $10,000, it's really not that big a deal. It's been a good buggy. It's been good. It gets me where I need to go. I have had one issue with it, and that issue was there's a solenoid back here in the back. I don't know if I can get you in there or not, but there is a solenoid right back here for the differential. And that thing seems to leak. And it leaks not every time I run it, but maybe every 3 or 4 times I'll get a drip back there. And I felt around, there's a little rubber, like a nipple on top of it. And I don't know if that's leaking or if it's coming from somewhere else. I've tried to tighten the solenoid, didn't seem to stop it. I've heard horror stories about customer service with Massimo. I called them. I spoke to a representative down there. I told her what was going on. She gave me a repair shop that I could take it to under warranty. The problem was that repair shop was 3 hours away. So me having to drive there, drop it off, drive back home, drive back there, that's 9 hours out of my life to fix a $130 part. She did offer to send me the part and I could put it in myself, but that would void the warranty for the remainder of the year. So I'm going to wait another month or so, and then I'm going to call and get that part shipped, since my warranty will be coming up anyway it'll be expiring anyway. All in all, like I said, this thing is not bad for the price. It'll get you where you need to go. It's an awesome little hunting rig. I don't know what else to say about it. I don't want to beat a dead horse and go over every little feature of this thing, because there are so many videos already doing that. I just wanted to give you my point of view and what I found. So I've got one leak out of a differential solenoid. I've had to retighten the parking brake just because it kind of gets a little loose. There's no power steering in this thing, but my 9-year-old drives it just fine and he has no problems. The winch is junk. You got high beams, no low beams, and some candlelight looking driving lights. But I don't run around at night too much, so I don't worry about the lights. The bed is small for what I use it for. It's great. But if I was going to be hauling a lot of wood or doing a lot of yard work with it or anything like that, there's not enough room in that bed to do a whole lot. It'll get you down the road. It's just not going to get you there fast. Customer service at Massimo seems to be okay. I haven't had any issues with them. Changing the oil, I have to order the oil filters. I order them off of Amazon, so I just get the same oil filter that it came with, and I've changed the oil. It's easy. A lot of people talk about it, being hard to get to the filler, hard to fill oil into it. It wasn't, if you have the right stuff. The oil filter in the back came off, no problem. I heard horror stories about people not being able to get the oil filters off. Mine came off, no problem. The differential's easy to check. So maintenance on it, it's pretty easy. Everything's pretty accessible. Yeah, I would buy it again. I would keep this one. I'm probably going to buy a 4-seat version of something next time, just so I have a little more room for the kids. And I'll definitely get 1,000 next time. I won't go back down this low power wise. But for up and down the hills, buy you one.